Simon, I don't know what your takeaway was from that, but Eddie sounded a bit more defeatist than I wanted him to be today. Was your take not the one now of Martin's?
Well, Martin's right. Martin's take 2 weeks ago was that people have got to do what they need to do to get things done, and I was a little bit more reticent about Middlesbrough leading with their chin and setting that as a blueprint forevermore. But too bad. Everyone knows you've got more money than God. If you want to get the boy out of Seville, right, and he's just got, and they're talking about 40 million quid, and they're saying trying to get him out for 40 million quid. We bid 30 million quid. What's the release clause say? The release clause says 60 million quid.
Yeah.
Well, take the argument out then. I'm sorry, it's not the way to do business in normal terms, but you haven't got a normal set of owners, right? And you can't enjoy the normal set of owners, this sort of ownership model that everyone's terrified of now, without it being able to flex its muscles. If 60 million releases a player, pay it, release him. Eddie Howe, if he doesn't get enough bodies in the building of a substantial standard with this group of players, he's right to defend his group of players, but this group of players will get you relegated.
Right.
They've put you at the bottom of the league or close to it before he got there. They'll keep you there unless you give them some support.
So again, if Leo want 40 million for Sven Botman, pay them it.
No, they don't want 40 million quid. They want what they can get out of Middlesbrough and Newcastle, because everyone knows Newcastle got a bag of money. They've got a release clause, which basically takes the argument out of the equation, doesn't it? Because Seville are going, we can play hide and seek with ourselves. Now we want 45. Now we want 50, because they know they're dealing with
That's
someone who's
Diego
got
Carlos. But you would go for the two of them. Diego Carlos at Seville, Sven Botman at Leo. Buy them and give them what they want.
I'm not sure Sven Botman wants to go to Newcastle, but the boy from Seville has already told you that the offer's been made to him for life-changing money.
Is he good enough?
Well, he's better than what they got.
Well, what they've got, I mean, at the moment, you're looking at share and the sales. The ball came in the box last weekend, and I'd be pretty disappointed if I wasn't able to keep that one out, that late equaliser against Watford, which was massively significant. And you look at it, if you can't win on the pitch, you have to win in the transfer market. Because you look at the resources they came to the club with, it's time to spend. The prices are only going to go up because they've been slow to get that. They should have had everyone in the door before the Watford game. I know it's easy to say and sit here and do it.
I think you're right.
I mean, look, the timescale, I know he was only in the job from the 9th of November, and then he missed the first 2 games with COVID, but he's still got a month or so to assess and get to work and get those players in. They've had 9 games.
Yeah.
They've only won 1.
Exactly, Martin.
They went out the FA Cup, which
after
was painful
Trippier
to watch.
came in, Newcastle fans were saying, here we go. And, Chris Wood.
Well,
We'll follow that up with 2 or 3 more.
But most people think Chris Wood is a sensible signing for the job in hand. And you've got to remember the fact that no one's getting away. As bad as it looks for Burnley, who we'll talk about shortly, I'm sure, Burnley have got 2 games in hand over Watford in full position, and they're 3 points behind them. This league is wide open to get out of it. This is the worst league at the bottom of the league in terms of point accumulation that we've seen for probably the entirety of the Premier League.
One win in 6, Burnley, and no one's really talking about Burnley.
But Burnley have got 2 games in hand, and they're 3 points adrift. So Burnley, and Sean Dyche is a sort of operator that's sitting there calm, knows his game, knows he's been here before, knows what it looks like, knows what it feels like. You'd back Sean Dyche to get out of it because he knows what it looks like.
I wouldn't.
Not in this instance. This may be one time too many.
And I think as well, we're looking at the COVID situation, the games in hand that they've got, when are they going to play them all? I hear that Ranieri's trying to get the Watford game on against Burnley. They should play that in that window. There's a window coming up of winter break, and there's going to be no games. But actually, I think it's fairer to Burnley to play that in that window now.
Actually, Martin, you just brought that up. Producer Luke's just telling me that's just been confirmed as we speak. When is it, Luke? 5th of February. There you go, Martin, you're on the money. 5th of February. So they're going to do it within that. Ranieri's going to get his way.
Yeah, but obviously, you look at Sean Dyche would have wanted that game on as well, surely, because he's got to catch up some point.
Martin, look at me. Did Newcastle go down?
I think they will unless they spend. If they spend the right money now, and they've got to do it, they'll go down.
See, I think you're big. I really like Newcastle. I like the fans. I like that part of the world. Yeah. Again, good for you, Jim White. Who cares? I think, Simon, you're coming in my direction now. I think they drop. No,
I think it's a long way from being decided. I think Watford are playing Norwich tonight. If Watford win tonight, then they're 5 points clear of Newcastle. Newcastle got Leeds over the weekend. I think where you decide where Newcastle are really going is their home game against Everton. If they don't get points out of Leeds and Everton, I think you're beginning to see the die being cast.
Still got 18 games, by the way.
Oh, I know.
There's still plenty of games.
But the bottom line is that if you look at the last 3 or 4 games that Newcastle have got. Go and have a look at the end of the season. They've got Liverpool's and Man City's at the end of the season. Yeah. They've got to do it now.
They've got to go to Leeds tomorrow and win. Now. Yeah. And I'm not at all convinced that they'll do that.
The current owners have gone there to spend money.
Yes.
So spend it.
Exactly. And that's what the fans are saying, but they're not seeing it. I want to thank Eddie Howe for giving so much of his time this morning as we were building up to the show. It was about 9:45. Eddie, if you're listening, thanks. Good luck at Leeds, but you're up against it.
Jim White and Simon Jordan. Monday to Thursday morning, 10 till 1. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.